Hi, this is Micornus Phokane, the leader and the founder of the Young Men Empowerment Forum. We are dealing with part 2 today of this great topic, leaders who deliver and against those leaders that destroy. And as I've said, that there are two different types of leaders in life. And as a young man, I would love you to become a leader who delivers at all times. And the leaders that deliver, they've got some things that they do, they've got some certain behaviors, they've got some certain ways of doing things. And that's what we are teaching today. And I hope that you're learning out of this and that will help you as we do so. I'm emphasizing this because as a young man, my desire is to develop you into a leader that develops, the leader that delivers as well. Not only just a leader for the sake of being a leader, because at the end of the day, you will actually end up destroying the very same work that you've started, the very same project that you started, and we would love not to see you as a leader that destroys, but a leader that lead with mind of delivering. And that's very important. Now, the first thing that I want to deal with today is that a leader that delivers, what they do generally, they will stamp on poor performance or poor behavior, whatever the results. So in other words, this type of people, they are not only concerned about results, as we have said earlier. If there's a poor performance or a poor behavior of somebody who's bringing results, they'll still stamp on that poor behavior. And this is very important because we have seen many actually going scot-free in working places. We have seen people going scot-free in places, either churches or places of fellowship or wherever, schools as well. We have seen that in government, for instance, and we have seen this happening. But I want to see you as a leader who's able to stamp on poor behavior, whatever the results. Even those people that are performing with results, they're delivering results. They're bringing more money to your sales. They're bringing more money to your company, for instance, but yet in a dodgy way, in a wrong behavior. So please, I want to see you as a leader that clamp down on that behavior. Don't tolerate wrong behavior just because somebody is performing results or is bringing results in. And that's very important that we emphasize this. We have seen this happening even in churches, that there are many people that are actually bringing money to church. There are actually maybe business people and so on, but they're not living for God. But as they're not living for God, you realize that some of the leaders, whether it's pastors or not, they will actually accommodate people like that just because they're bringing money. And that is when you are a leader that is actually destroying by not clamping on wrong behavior. Now, this type of leaders that are destroying are those that tolerate poor behavior if the result is okay. They'll tolerate poor behavior because the result is okay. So what they would do is, therefore, they would actually subject their own people to even corruption. Because some of the results are brought by corruption, by wrong ways, by devious ways. And if you tolerate that, then you are actually a leader that destroys. Remember that it may be okay now because you want the results. But if you're not churning the results based on proper performance and behavior, you are going to have results all the way, but those results will not be sustainable. And we have seen even in companies whereby companies are producing results but unethically so, and immediately do accept or tolerate unethical behavior. What it is going to do, that which you have achieved for so many years, you're going to destroy it within a day. And you're not going to be able to recover from that. I want to urge you as a young man who's aspiring leader that you must actually have character behind your delivering, character behind your leadership. Because when you've got character behind your leadership, you are able to actually clamp down on behavior that is untoward, even though the results are showing, even though that particular individuals or people that are behaving wrongly, they're delivering results, because those results will not be they will not be sustainable. We have seen in sports as well, where sports stars behave wrongly without character. They misbehave. And some of them are actually, we find leaders or coaches that turn a blind eye towards that. But remember that when you do that, you're actually demotivating even those members of the team. You're demotivating even those co-workers with this particular individual. You're actually demotivating all the other employees that are maybe within the confines of this person. So when you tolerate wrong behavior, you're basically encouraging wrong behavior, and therefore the results will not matter later, because those results will never be sustainable. And I'm emphasizing this now because I would love you as a young man to develop into a leader who's strict in character and behavior, who's actually clamping down on wrong behavior to make sure that things happen because there's ethical way of conducting them. And even though the results are there, but if the behavior is not right, that is not okay. And that I must emphasize, that as a young man who's aspiring to become a leader, clamp down on behaviors, make sure that you prioritize an element of character in everything that you do. Because when you do that, then every result that comes will be sustainable. I'm emphasizing that. The other thing that you will see with leaders that deliver, and that I would love you to do that, to deliver as a young man, is they review wins and losses with equal passion and discipline. So in other words, whatever is a success, whatever is a win, whatever is a breakthrough, they're not going to just take it light and become happy with it and say, just because we have won. No, they'll still review that even when they've won and see areas of improvement. Even when they've succeeded, they'll actually still review that to see how did we succeed. Because if you know how did you succeed, then you can sustain, therefore, that particular success. But you'll see on the contrary that people that are destroying, or the leaders that destroy, they move on from wins and they interrogate only failures. And this is a wrong behavior. It's a wrong approach. And I must emphasize that when you are a great leader that want to be successful, your passion must always be, okay, I've won. I've succeeded in this. I've put up these plans and it has succeeded. So I cannot just move on. I must find out, how did I achieve? What are the elements that were involved along the way for us to succeed this way? Because if you have won, you have succeeded, and you have got a breakthrough, but you don't know how it came, you'll not be able to repeat that. You'll not be able to replicate it either, because what you want here is principle of sustenance. You want to have this particular way of doing things sustained so that you can be able to apply it even tomorrow and therefore repeat that success again. But I want to say this, that the people that are leaders that are destroying, they always move on quickly when they've won. They move on quickly when they've succeeded, and they forget about it. But when they are failures, then they interrogate those failures. But because you interrogate failures, what you will instill is a mentality of failure from your people. And your people will actually be conscious about failure, not about success, because success in every project is actually improved by interrogating with the same passion both the wins and the losses and the losses. And that's very important. Now, know why you've lost. Know why you've won as well with the same passion. So the discipline behind that is very key. And I've seen even in sports coaches, those that are successful are those that would actually watch the videos of their act or play even when they've won. They would actually look for areas of improvement. They will actually look for areas that will sustain them even in the future. What have we done well? Not only what have we done wrong, because immediately you start approaching any work or project with the mind of what wrong have we done, you'll never improve, because you'll actually be discouraging yourself. And I must really say that motivation comes also out of what was positive out of the whole project. Because those positive things, they will actually make you to shape up your skills better. And your approach will actually improve, and you'll become a better person. And the whole team will actually improve when you tell them much about their good skills that they have, instead of telling them how weak and how poor they are. Because that will demotivate them. that will actually kill them and that will destroy them as well, and they will not perform at all. I want to emphasize that because it's very important. Focus on the positive and hone the positive and encourage the positive and therefore motivate the positive. You'll get better results out of that, and you'll make sure that even tomorrow you'll be able to succeed. I want to end up here today. Your host, Micornus Phokane. Thank you very much for listening to us and being part of this great topic. This was part 3, of course, of this great topic. Please join us as we deal with part 4 tomorrow. Make sure that also that you click the subscription button on our YouTube channel. Make sure that you also follow us on our Facebook page, Young Men Empowerment Forum, and also on Micornus Phokane on our Facebook page. So please follow us there, and you will be blessed and you will actually learn much more. And I hope you'll join us tomorrow as we deal with part 4 of this great topic. May the good Lord bless you, and allow me to check out and say cheers for now.